All right, we are back today. I wanted to get this one knocked out because I'm going to be leaving shortly. We're going down to Club 400. Club 400 is where we'll be hanging out with Marcus Stroman tonight for a charity, the Lost Boys Foundation. It's a foundation down in Chicago. It provides opportunities for inner city youths to get involved in playing baseball. Club 400 is a charity that I've been proud to be around for about 8 years now, actually. Stuart McVicker turned his basement into possibly the greatest Cubs man cave you'll ever see. Definitely want to give him a shout out. This is on. You can check him out on Amazing Interiors on Netflix. Episode 1 will show you some of that. There's also you Google Club 400, you'll be able to find a lot of write-ups on him. I was very fortunate to get in with him when this first started out. I'm very proud. Like I said, to be a part of this. We've raised so far over $600,000 for charities through there. And again, tonight we'll be hanging out with Marcus Stroman. We've had a lot of other Cub greats throughout the years at Club 400. Today, though, is Marcus Stroman. So I'm pretty excited about that. See, I got my Cub beadwork on, got my World Series hat going on, because we might suck now, but I'll always remember that 2016 team. So I'm going to open up one pack here. I got this, another 1991 Tops. I don't know, not really probably the last I said on a previous video. I'm going to try to get downloaded. This was probably the last set of cards that I collected before I was off to high school and on to bigger and better things. I don't know if they're bigger and better, but anyways. I'd also like to let you know I'm a lot more sober today. And that's my dog. Sorry about that. We do this right off the cuff, right on my kitchen table right now. We might step it up, change where we do it later, but got the dog distraction there, no big deal. As usual, got to show that the gum is in the pack. The gum came from the pack. These are all originally open, nothing, no games, no fakes. We've got, of course, right here, we've got the instant win. Get the instant win card. I'll try to get tossed. Now let's start out here. Holy cow. If you probably remember Gary Carter. Gary Carter played for the Expos. He played for the Mets, 86 Mets. He also spent the season at the end with the Giants. I believe this was his last card. Gary Carter, rest in peace. He had one of the best heads of lettuce on his for the hair going back in the day. But Gary Carter's a great player. He's one of the other guys on the 86 Mets team that wasn't doing coke. He was a pretty straight-laced guy, but he was a great player, Hall of Famer. Gary Carter's a great player in his time. And right here we have Damon Berryhill. I've talked about him on a previous video. Nothing, he's with the Cubs for a while. Was a starting catcher for a year or two. Not a whole lot to talk about Damon Berryhill, except he played for the Cubs. I believe he was on the 89 Cubs team too. That was a team that's got a soft spot for them. Obviously, then we go to Kurt Stillwell. Kurt Stillwell played for the Royals, the Reds. He's a starting shortstop. I'll talk a lot about these shortstops from the 70s, 80s, early 90s that could not hit a baseball. They could field, apparently. I don't know if you look them up on Baseball Reference. They have some very unimpressive Baseball Reference pages. Right here's Hubie Brooks. Hubie Brooks was actually, he was a Met, he was an Expo. He's actually pretty good in his time, in his prime. His decent hitter, decent glove guy. Hubie Brooks wasn't bad. He was flipping through cards. He's worth 5 cents, but he's worth a little bit more than that. We got Don Paul, ex-White Sox relief pitcher. Don Paul didn't really do a whole lot in his career. Had a couple decent seasons though, but nothing to write home about. But there he was. We got Glenn Davis again. He's had him in a previous pack yesterday, I believe. Said power hitting first baseman for the 80s, 25, 30 home runs back then was a lot of home runs. Nowadays, that's just not quite as eye-popping, but back then you hit 25, 30 home runs, you had some good pop. Here's a guy I do not remember. This is Dana Kiker. Don't know how long he played in the majors. This is his rookie card. So this one, instead of 4 cents, might be worth 6 cents because it's a rookie card. Rookie card's always worth more. So if anybody sees Dana Kiker, let him know I have his card, and he can have it if he wants it, because I'm just doing this for fun and don't really care about any of these. Anyways, here's Lenny Dykstra again. Lenny Dykstra, I've said it also, was a great leadoff hitter for the Phillies, for the Mets. Was on the 91 Phillies World Series team, on the 86 Mets, or not the 91 World Series, I think the World Series, was it 92 they went to the World Series? when Mitch Williams gave up the home run to Joe Carter. Lenny Dykes was on that team. He was also on the '86 Mets team. Embezzled some money after his career, did a bunch of cocaine. Bunch of crazy stories of Lenny Dykes. I mean, that guy needs to write a book, do a podcast. Maybe he has a podcast. Just tell daily stories of day in the life. Here's another shortstop I do not remember for the Braves. That's going to be Andres Thomas. He's played a few years with the Braves apparently in the 80s. Nothing really special about Andres Thomas. Next up, we have Mark Eichhorn. Mark Eichhorn was a pitcher. I remember him. Didn't do anything that spectacular. Like I said, I think I just kind of remember him more from collecting baseball cards and probably having 37 Mark Eichhorn's years. Next up, we've got David Justice. David Justice, infamous for being told by Billy Beane that a team was paying the A's $8 million to not have David Justice on their team. I believe that's what he was told in Moneyball. I don't know how Hollywood that story is or not, but that's with Moneyball that was said. David Justice actually was a really good hitter in his prime. I believe he won a couple World Series titles. Played for a few teams. I think got a little bit of an attitude, reputation having a bit of an attitude, but he was a great player. Some of those guys' attitude is warranted. But a lot of home runs. This is actually a Topps All-Star rookie. So this is David Justice rookie card. That might be able to get a buck for that if I really tried. Next up, we've got Mike Dunn. Mike Dunn. Everybody, that's Mike Dunn. Played for the Padres that year. Looks like he played for the Mariners and the Pirates. Don't remember him. Next up, this is a guy who pitched for quite a while. This is Chris Carpenter. Might remember Chris Carpenter of the Cardinals. He was kind of good for a few years. Cardinal fans will like him. I'm a Cubs fan. I pretty much hate everything Cardinals. There's not a whole lot of Cardinals that I'm going to like throughout the years. Chris Carpenter, nothing personal. Sure, he's a great guy. Just came for a Cardinal. Next up, here's the next Brewer for your Brewer fans. He's a giant right here. This is Ernie Riles. Ernie Riles was a shortstop, third baseman, and probably played some second too. Light hitting guy. Look at his numbers here. He's not a lot of power. Not your 80s, your typical 80s shortstop. Like I kind of beat that to death. And last but definitely not least, we've got Sammy Sosa. Sammy Sosa. Huge soft spot for that guy. This was actually the year he got traded. 91 was the year he came to the Cubs for George Bell, which was, in hindsight, probably one of the best trades the Cubs ever made. Bell, I think, played 2 more years. Sammy Sosa went on to set records. Now, you could say he's corked his bat. You can say he used steroids. Everyone was using steroids, all right? The guy, him and Mark McGwire saved the game. People were not coming back to baseball after the strike and that home run season, that record chase, that definitely saved baseball. So people need to put some respect on Sammy Sosa's name. Mark McGwire is back in baseball. He's been welcomed back to the Cardinals. There's no reason that the Cubs can't welcome Sammy Sosa back. This past winter, we had him on the phone at Club 400 at one of our events. His hitting coach was there, and Sammy Sosa's on the phone. He said he wants to come back. He wants to get back. But anyways, we will. That will conclude today. I'm gonna try and get some tomorrow, if I can. If I have time tomorrow, I'm trying to open up another pack. Definitely looking to get more packs. So if anyone knows where to get any or how to get any, I got some leads, of course. But I'm definitely looking to get some more packs. So let me know. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Again, I'm just doing this for fun, nostalgia. I'm not trying to make money off these cards at all. If anybody sees something they want, buzz me a line. I'll probably just send it to you. Throw me 50 cents for postage, and I'll send it to you. So, anyways, that's that, and we will see you soon.